Okay, welcome back everyone to another special episode of Yoda's Hut. I'm Bill. I go by Yoda Man on the boards, and once again I'm joined by Derek. Hey Derek, how's it going tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Okay, so we've got another game here from the Pacific Northwest version of Yoda's Hut between Derek and Mitch out in Oregon. In this game, Derek is playing a deck with a bunch of Rebel Assaults and Resourceful Survivors, so his plan is to get 8 Rebel Assaults off, I guess.
That
His
would be nice.
Yeah. So his deck list is Rebel Affiliation, 2 Defensive Yavin 4, 2 Mobilize the Squadrons, 2 Planning the Attack, 2 Mission to Delay, and 2 Resourceful Survivors. And Mitch is playing one of those Ultimate Promise decks that he built. So it's Navy Affiliation, 2 Ultimate Power, that's the Core Tarkin, 2 Emperor's Promise, that's the Mission Palpatine, 2 Merciless Plans, 2 Agent of the Emperor, and 2 Executor Arrives. So I guess as we get ready to watch this game getting started here, you got any initial thoughts about what we're about to see, Derek?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple of ways to try this Rebel Assault deck. I've tried it with a couple different pods for the last one. I think I like the 4 Rebel Assaults plus the new objective that works with him, so you can play him from your discard pile.
Right.
I think Dodon is kind of a given just because the deck is like all Yavin,
Yep.
as far as locations, and then it's the last one that I've been messing with. In this version, I'm using the new Mothra Kyle to try and lower the cost of the events, and Mothra also has a 2 resource location that you can make elite with if you get her enhancement out there and such. So yeah, just another way of trying it.
Yeah, no, it seemed like a pretty interesting thing. So it looks like Mitch is flipping up his objectives, and he's got Emperor's Promise, Executor Arrive, and Ultimate Power. And as you flip up here, it looks like you got Mission to Delay, Planning the Attack, and that Commando Ops. It's a little...
No, I think that's the
Oh, Resourceful
resourceful.
Survivors. Yeah, sorry, there was a
Yeah.
glare there. I couldn't tell what it was. Now I can see it. So we're
Yeah.
off and running here. So Mitch is drawing up. So Emperor's Promise, that newer Mission Palpatine, just as a reminder that if you attack something other than Emperor's Promise, then the dark side player gets to do a damage to a light side objective. And he just played Laura of the Dark Side, the mission from Palpatine set, which is after that mission's completed, you can take control of an enemy unit with 4 or fewer force icons, which means you can basically take control of anything other than Yoda.
Yep.
And then he's got Bach, so that's pretty good since
Yeah.
Bach gets targeted strike and 2 Black Blasts when he's attacking a mission. So looks like he's just going to take balance back and pass turn to you. So Rebel Assaults would probably be good if you had some right now.
Yeah, I was not thrilled to see not only the mission but Bach with it, especially because that's 2 attacks and it's gone, and he
Yeah.
has targeted strike each time as well. So, yeah,
And so it looks like you just discarded a hidden outpost. So I'm guessing you must have a bunch of resources in your hand that you did
yeah,
that, or
or
at
at
least
least
something
one.
else.
Yeah, there's no way I'd pitch a first turn resource if I didn't have another one to play in its
Yeah.
place.
And I
So,
wonder if you remembered to draw the extra card with planning the attack yet, since
I don't remember
it's
if I
got
did or
damage.
didn't.
Yeah, I
Although
can't
me and
tell from your hand.
Yeah, we typically play pretty casual, so if like I catch it halfway through the turn, he'll typically let me just draw it anyway,
Yeah.
and I'm the same with him. So it's if it's not tournament play, it's not that big a deal.
Right. And there's a good resource, the Massassi Temple War Room, which costs 3, has 2 resources, and it's elite. So that's
hmm
pretty nice. You still technically have 4 resources left, thanks to Mission of Talay having 2 resources on it.
Yeah, I remember I had a couple options here. I was trying to decide which card to play with the remaining 4 resources and whether or not it was worth it to double focus to lay
Hmm.
to get a bigger unit or play something smaller or what to do here.
Gotcha.
So, and expecting Bach to be coming my way next turn with his targeted strike
Right.
too. So,
So you either need something that can kind of stand up to Bach or at least potentially take him on and have enough health to
yeah.
live. Oh, there you go. My Mothma, that's pretty good. So she's got the the resources on her.
Yeah, she's got 3 health. I think she's got a black tactics too.
Right, and she has the
So,
ability that if she's committed, you can reduce the first rebel card you play each phase by 1. Is that, if I remember right?
yeah, that sounds right. And that can be pretty effective, especially if I try and chain together a bunch of rebel assaults.
Right, right. So again, that's great because you can use her discount, on any phase. So you can use it when you're deploying, and then you can use it
Yeah,
as an event
it's
somewhere, and use it as an event, a different action window if you need to. So
yeah. I
not
think
too
right there,
bad.
I just finally remembered to draw my extra card from
Oh, from your extra
Donna's
resource, yeah.
objective. Yeah. So
The one thing
I
is, since Mitch has that mission out, you might actually keep planning the attack on for a little while longer than you might have otherwise in a game because he's probably going to be more apt to try to attack Lord of the Dark Side and not really have to spread out too many attacks if he doesn't have units just to turn off planning the attack. So
yeah, that would be my thought too. But yeah, that Lure of the Dark Side is a big problem, especially since he at any time could draw a super laser and just knock it out.
right, right.
So
Yeah, you almost need some event cancel, but Rebels still doesn't really have any event cancel yet. So
no, which means I need to be a little speedy this game.
yep.
And
Kind of race
so
to who gets the better cards first. So, all right. So you
yeah,
did commit my Mothma just so you can get the discount, but he's going to keep balance of dial, go to 3 here,
yeah.
and he just discarded one of those super laser engineers. Can't blame him for that.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of those guys. I mean, they give you a chance to find your super laser, but other than that, they have a habit of drawing cards that I wish I could have drawn and played, and instead they go to back to the bottom of my deck.
Yeah, I think that would have been so much better if it worked like a lot of the other searches where you could, if you didn't hit it, you didn't put them on the bottom, you could shuffle your deck. So at least
Right.
you didn't know that. I guess if you have it coupled with something else that would let you shuffle, you can kind of
Yeah,
potentially
I
get them
know.
back a little easier.
Like for example, I've got the little chud that comes in that new set that lets me do that and look for events and then reshuffle.
Right.
So, and apparently he had both of them, so he's going fishing again.
Yeah.
Oh, or anyway,
Yeah. I mean, at
see
least
if
he
he
couldn't
can.
play it now, but
Yeah. But he would have it. And it looks like he didn't get it, so instead he lost a bunch of stuff underneath there.
yeah, I guess it's a question of was it any good or not. Only time will tell.
Yeah, I seem to remember him saying that he was not happy to see some of those cards go under,
Okay.
but I might be wrong.
Yeah. And so the one thing about the super laser engineer is it does have shielding, even though it has no icons and it's only got
Yeah.
1 health. But the shield certainly doesn't necessarily hurt.
No, yeah, shield is always good for something.
Yeah. It's but 2 costs to basically hope you get lucky with the top 5 cards. I'm not sure
Yeah.
for this. I mean, he's playing aggression now. That's one way to get rid of my Mothma.
Yeah, that made use of him.
And so I wonder. I guess he's just passing turn here. I don't blame him. He probably wants to at least have Bach on defense. So
Yeah, although I mean, granted, I could play a lot of stuff with my resources, but at the same time, he could get 3 damage right now on that mission and have it primed to pop at any time.
right.
So I remember when he decided not to attack here, I was actually relieved. I would have rather that he didn't attack in that case.
Yeah, it looks like he just played Donna. I think
I think
he
if
used,
I remember right, he was the one I was choosing between the turn before with
oh,
him and Mothra.
and then you got the Alderanian guy, Chud, there that lets you look at the top 5 cards for an event, right? For a
Right.
Rebel event. But
Yeah.
those actually shuffle back in, if I remember. You don't just put them at the bottom.
Yep, and I did not find any.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed with what you just did with the Donna, I think if you had paid for it differently, you would have been able to draw an extra card with him. And I also don't know if you took your extra card for playing the attack being undamaged again or not.
I'm missing all my triggers. If I remember right, I actually, while I was shuffling, I mentioned that to Mitch. So I think he told me it was fine to draw the extra
Okay.
card, Donna, because I obviously had him. Yeah, I
Right.
think that's what I'm pointing at there. I could have
Yeah,
easily
oh
done.
yeah, it looks like you're doing that now, so he's letting you.
Now the question is, did I remember to draw from my other card? I don't.
Yeah,
It
no,
looks like
well,
I still got 6 in my hand, so I think I did.
yeah, you must have remembered that time with the Donna.
Yeah.
So, well, Dodonna is certainly a pretty good unit here. I mean, he's got potential for a couple blasts. He's got a tactics.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
He's also a great bait for Lure of the Dark Side. That would be a bad one to
Yeah,
lose.
that's true. It's almost as if you don't attack and he happens to draw the super laser blast, he can just steal Dodonna and Dodonna would still be there. And you're playing the
Yeah.
trench. Okay, you're gonna play trench run, so you get good old core
Yeah.
set shenanigans here, trying
Well,
to
it
blow up
kind
the Death
of
Star dial.
it's a double-edged sword because I can't Rebel Assault the trench, but if I haven't been drawing them and I'm not really making progress on the objectives, there's enough blast in this deck to where if I can control his board and get through on the trench, I can end up winning that way.
Right.
And the other advantage is the trench run is not considered an objective, so if I attack it, I don't trigger Emperor's Promise,
Right. Yeah.
which is
That.
what I'm getting at right
Yeah.
now.
And you did take balance back there just by committing to Donna, who's elite in the Alternarian Tread, who you probably just don't care about. You can just kind of put him in the way of something if you want to free up the force card just to have him die.
Yeah,
And
he's done his thing.
right, and then see that's pretty good. Now he's playing the Imperial Shadow Guard, so he's got a way to protect Bach now, and because that Trek's units commit the force and the ISB liaison, so he could get some card search going too if he wants to, and look at the top card and then draw so he can get replenished there. And
if he ends up getting more resources too, I mean, theoretically, I could eventually see that the Executor there, and then I'm in trouble.
Yeah, if he plays a Holocron, he could get Executor out right now because he's got the well, not this turn, but at least now with the Executor Rise being out.
Right.
So
yeah, theoretically, if he'd had a Holocron, he could have played it on turn 1.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I guess he's probably trying to decide, does he want to attack or keep some defenders back? Or, he could just commit everybody and take balance back. It depends on how he wants to kind of keep the dial ticking along here. It's at 4 now, and you haven't really attacked yet or have any damage on anything, so...
Yeah, and the thing is, too, with, my ability to Rebel Assault stuff means he can lose things kind of at any point.
Yeah.
But now that he's got that Protector, it's going to be a little trickier to get rid of Bach.
Right, and he is committing the Shadow Guard and... committing the ISB liaison, taking force back. So,
yeah, in general, it's he's going to have a much easier time holding force because of he does. I don't have units like Palpatine, for example, that have 5 pips on them.
Yep, and looks like you discarded Rebel for Hire, so I guess you didn't want to go fishing for something else from Dodonna set. I can't say I blame you for that.
Yeah, you can go fish for, a
Rebel Tactician.
Rebel Tac, or, I've already got the War Room. I could go get a Twist, but those are much more effective when they don't know you have them.
Right. And
I can't even see what that is.
That covering fire?
Oh, wait.
You got covering fire from the
Oh, that's right. I forgot I was hunting for cards when I played. I didn't even see that I played the other one of those guys. But yeah, covering fire, so I can sack a guy to put a shield on every unit in an engagement.
Yeah, and I don't remember if you drew the card with Dodonna. So.
Yep, there I did.
And you still got decent amount of resources thanks to that elite one.
Yeah, I got 6 right now. If I wanted to double up on Tele.
Yeah. So. It looks like hopefully you got some stuff to play here and you can maybe try to make an attack. But you could use some blast here.
Something here.
Yeah, there's a Rebel Tactician. Now he gets a blast or an edge blast if he attacked with Dodonna, so that's not too shabby.
Right. Yeah, the one thing I got going for me now is Mitch doesn't have any tactics on the board.
No, he does not.
Oh. I just always have to be wary of the counterattack from Bach with targeted strike. That's the problem.
Yep. Yeah, because I guess there's nothing really in your deck that would protect stuff either.
I don't think so, no. But if I can get Bach into a combat, all I have to do is, get a damage on him, and it's 1 Rebel Assault.
Right.
Although, granted, that would be before the Shadow Guard hit the table. So now I really got to worry about 5 health worth if I'm going to take him out.
Right, unless you can somehow get Bach locked down.
Yeah. Must be a new card. I'm reading it.
Yeah.
I think I figured. Oh wait, that does not work.
Well, maybe you don't want to play it, whatever it was.
I don't remember what it was off the top of my head.
Obviously, was not a Rebel Assault. I would think you might probably know what that does.
Yeah.
It looks like
So I
you're
still
gonna.
got 4 resources.
Yeah, almost makes me think you might have a Rebel Assault, and then you're gonna use one this turn, and then save the resources to do another one later.
Well, that's the nice thing. Or I could even do 2 in a row, one this turn and then one when his turn starts.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, one
Yeah.
on your turn, then one when it passes turn to him.
Right. That's the thing. Drawing 1 Rebel Assault is like drawing 4 damage now instead of 2.
Yeah, if you have resourceful survivors out, so you're sending everybody at the trench. That's interesting. Does give you an extra gun with the Alderain. Well, actually, you're not. I guess you're not sending the committed Alderaanian guy.
Yeah, the other one's in there because I got an extra gun. The Tactician obviously gets bigger with Dodonna in there.
Yeah.
So now it's a question of what he wants to put in the way.
I would think he wouldn't put the Shadow Guard in the way.
Yeah. It looks like he's going to block with everyone else, though.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he could potentially take out Dodonna if he wins Edge here.
Yeah, the thing is, if I got a Rebel Assault, I could take out Bach. Assuming I nuke the Protector and I focus Bach. Well, no, I wouldn't, because then he would take out the Alderaanian guy probably to save Bach.
Right.
So, but at the very least, it would put a couple damage on him, and I'd get a fair amount of damage on everything else too.
Yeah,
so.
If you can win Edge and have a Rebel Assault, then you'll be able to take out Bach. So I guess he passed.
Looks like
he let you win Edge. I'm a little surprised about that. I wonder if he has Rage or something.
That would be bad.
Because he's got the 2 resources there, and you just focused Bach.
Yeah, and then I think I'm trying to decide what to do with the damage here.
Yeah. Yeah, because he can choose to leave it there or move it to the Shadow Guard. He's going to... Because you shot Bach and he's leaving it. And he is going to shoot somebody with the ISB guy. If he shoots Dodonna, I think I'd be worried.
I think he's playing it safe. He took out that guy because if I had a Rebel Assault, then I could finish off Bach.
Yeah.
So then he sacked him for his ability before I could shoot him back.
He looked at your top card and just drew his.
Yeah.
And now you're going to try to hit Bach, and I assume he'll protect one of those.
Nah, he let it go.
Yeah,
then I tactics that guy.
Oh, that's right. He only had 1 gun there. Sorry, he did 2 to the objective.
Yeah. But I focused the Shadow Guard because then I could take force back with the little guy I got back there.
Yeah, you got 3 on the trench.
And I got a little bit of damage through.
Yep. Unless he plays Rage now, that would be the only thing. But he hasn't drawn any resources, so that's kind of setting him back a little bit. So you're going to take balance, and I'll only go to 5.
Yeah, and I still have a bunch of resources, so who knows what I kept trying to see what events I got in my hand, and I can't tell.
Right. I wonder if you had a Rebel Assault, I would have think you would have at least tried to play it on your turn.
I think I see another Dodonna in that front card, but that's all I could make out.
So his guys are all freed up, and Bach could take something out now with his targeted strike.
Yeah, but now Bach is down to 1 health. So if I, for example, block with that little chud and I got a Rebel Assault, I could kill both of them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So that was
at least as of now. Depends on what else he might play too. So.
Yeah, that was the big thing there was I wanted to get some damage on Bach.
Yeah, so he's got a control room. He's finally got some resources here. Mm-hmm. And there is Grand Moff Tarkin. Yeah, so the original Tarkin reduces the health by each of the light side objectives by 1 as far as being able to destroy them. So that's not bad. And that would include the mission too. So
yes, it does.
Means he only needs to get 4 damage on that mission if he can keep Tarkin alive. Of course, Tarkin looks like a prime target for a Rebel Assault if you have one now before he could try to protect it.
Yeah, he doesn't have him committed right now.
Right, so you would want a Rebel Assault before he goes to Force Phase then if you got it.
Right.
Now, with his deck with 2 Maras in there and 2 of the Endor Palpatine, he technically has 4 protectors, although 2 are the
Hmm.
Shadow Guards, so it doesn't work. So are you playing Rebel for Hire? Oh, you're playing Rebel for Hire.
Yeah, I think I did. I think I went because I had it in my discard pile, so I
Right.
was just playing it, removing it, and I went. I think I went for a tactician there.
Yeah, that makes sense. So at least you have something to help.
Yeah, if I remember right, when we were talking and he was saying, "Well, I could go get a twist." I think I actually have. If I remember right, I think I have both copies of Twist already in my hand from Dodonna's set.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was, I was like, well, I might. There's no point in going to get the twist because you know I have it. And
Right.
this guy I can at least make use of. But I actually had them both, so I was kind of
Right.
leading them on a little bit there.
Right.
I
And
might be
then
wrong, but for some reason that's what I'm remembering.
looks like you drew a card there. Why did you
I was
draw a card?
probably, I think, because I did that on his turn, so I
Oh,
used a
and
Yavin resource on his turn and
okay.
triggered Dodonna.
Did you use? Resourceful Survivors? Is that Yavin or something?
Yeah, everything but Talay is Yavin in this
Okay.
deck.
I think I forgot that that was Yavin.
Right.
So he is going after something with Tarkin and the
I think
Shadow Guard.
he's planning the attack. He's trying to turn off my extra card.
Yeah, that makes sense. And if he, you know, can get the shot off with Tarkin, then he can focus Donna.
Hmm.
So I could see why he might want to do that here.
Yeah, I'd be real happy to have a. Oh, now I can almost see what I
Yeah, I
got.
would think if you have a Rebel Assault, you got to play it now. No, no reason to kind of hang on to that one at this point. So I'm thinking you might not have one, or you would have probably already gotten rid
Yeah,
of Tarkin.
I don't remember to tell you the truth. I think for some reason I was thinking that the guard could protect Tarkin at this
Hmm.
point also, but
Oh,
I don't know if I had the rebel assault at this point yet
gotcha.
or not. I don't remember to tell you the truth.
Yeah, you might just be trying to bluff him that you have it.
Well, he is attacking into me with like 6, 7 cards. Granted,
Right,
he's got 4 himself,
right,
but I don't have a whole lot to block with. I just got my
right,
little guy back there.
right. Which really won't do you much good. Just by himself, he couldn't kill Tarkin if you don't have the Rebel
Yeah,
Assault.
the only other way to block, the other reason to block is to maybe pitch some garbage I got, or to drag some stuff out of his hand.
Yeah. So,
So
of
I
course, he
think I
doesn't
did.
really need to. I mean, if I'm Mitch, I almost pass. Just why even put anything in? But now he's putting something in.
It depends if he's worried about me having something like a heat or whatever.
Right. Well, I mean, but you pass, and then if you play
Yeah,
something, you put something in. So
he's working for it.
yeah, I'm a little surprised he's putting this much stuff in here. Like I said,
I
because
think at this point I'm clearing out a bunch of garbage.
yeah,
I
I
don't
mean, if
remember.
you had both twists, I don't know why you'd even play one here. I'd almost save him for offense, unless you just really are trying to force him to do another one. You didn't play anything. I don't even know what that is. I see. Or was it a twist in there?
I think I did put a twist in there, but there was a bunch of crap with it. I was
Yeah. Well, you have the thing that discards non-limited enhancements. I can't think. Right, that was
Yeah,
looked like one
he's
of the
got
things you
nothing
had to.
out there. It'd be great to take out the holocron. And
Yeah.
that's the thing too. If he plays the holocron, if I remember it, I could play it. Oh no, holocron is limited, isn't it?
Right. The holocron's limited.
Yeah. So I think that it's actually the card I was looking at earlier. Going, I'm going to discard. Oh wait, I can't play that, can I?
No.
You
And I'm
know.
not sure what one of those other things was that you pitched. It looked like there was another fake card. That's why I was trying to think of what it would have been.
Yeah, I think I might still have like my Dodonna just because it was a 3 pip. You know, I didn't pitch it yet.
Right.
I think I'm trying to decide here. That might actually be Dodonna I got down that I'm just because maybe I got 3 cards in my hand and I want to discard 2 of them, so I put 1 in the edge. You know,
Right.
so I'll be able to get a new hand. I think he did pass here. I'm just trying to decide if I throw a card in or
Yeah.
not. Which I did. I pitched the Dodonna.
Okay.
So, because I get a couple cards in hand still.
So I guess you want to,
Oh, I still got 3 cards. Holy crap.
yeah, you could still, I guess you could shoot Tarkin now because he couldn't protect. You're looking back, you had a twist, you had covering fire.
Yeah, I never needed the covering fire
Yeah,
that I got earlier. No. So I'm trying to decide here who to shoot at.
yeah. I mean, you could get the damage on Tarkin because he couldn't protect it yet, or you could put it on the Shadow Guard to try to help get
Yeah,
him
the
out
thing
of
is,
it.
if I put it on the Shadow Guard, now I can Rebel Assault Bach and he can't save him.
That's true. Yeah, so that looks like what you did, and he's gonna focus Tarkin and he's gonna do a damage to your guy. Doesn't he die? I thought the Alderaanian guy only had 1 health.
I think oh, maybe he does. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was putting the damage there.
okay. Yeah,
I thought he had 1 also. I was like, well,
right.
maybe not. Oh, yeah, I guess he does.
And he did triple focus Dodonna, so
Yeah, so I won't see Dodonna for the next
right,
turn.
which means your tacticians don't have quite as much oomph.
Hmm.
But you probably could lock down Tarkin if you need to, or potentially lock down Bach because you had that other tactician in your hand.
Yeah,
And
see,
he's swinging with.
now he's getting
Yeah,
braver with Bach. See, if he'd have sent him that first time, he would be able to finish that objective off right now.
right.
So, and
So
then
he
he
got
would be able to take control of Dodonna.
yeah, and so he
So instead, now he's got to work for it one more turn.
right, and he's
Before
actually giving you letting you keep balance here, and you
yeah,
did
because
damage
he had
Emperor's
to get
Promise.
to that.
Yeah, unfortunately, you
Because I think
can't do balance damage on the trench.
yeah, I wish. I think that I had a couple times where I kept there with the second covering fire.
Mhm.
So he did finally turn off my thing, so I'm down to 6 resources here.
Yeah, he's living a little dangerously. If you draw a bunch of blast here, I mean, depending on what you have in your deck, I mean, you've got like cheap Y wings, you've got like
Yep.
some of that stuff. You could really go to town on
Now
that
would be
trench right now.
now would be a great time to draw my Y wings and my X wings and
Right.
my astromechs and
Yeah,
whatnot.
seriously. Because you've got resources to play stuff. I mean, we know you got the tactician, but without a leader, not going to help. Kyle would even be good right now since he's got targeted strike.
Yep. Well, the tactician still, I could put a third focus on Bach.
Yeah. And he
So
chose not to commit Tarkin, which means you could just take Tarkin
yeah,
out too. You
yeah. If
can't
I could
protect
find a
him.
rebel assault, I could take out Tarkin.
Yeah.
So I think that's something he actually
There's
forgot
a
about.
Y-Wing. That's not bad, and you're going to get to draw a card with Dodonna. Still
Yeah,
got
so
5
that
resources
alone
left.
that alone can take that trench up to 6 damage with the unopposed.
Yep. Get another Y-Wing and an Astromech. That would be looking pretty good there, Derek. Get you to 9.
I would be quite happy with that.
And then an X-Wing. Finish it off.
Yep. Another Y-wing, an X-wing, and an astromech. Call it a day.
So let's see. See if you got some other blast here.
Still got 4 resources. I might actually have a rebel assault now, and I'm trying to decide what to do, what I
Right.
can afford to play. I can't see what's in my hand.
Well,
But
geez, if you've got rebel assaults, I kill Tarkin since he doesn't have them committed, and then I throw one of those tacticians down and focus
mhm.
Bach, and then attack the trench with the Y-wing.
Yeah, that all sounds pretty good. I don't know if I have it yet or
Yeah,
not.
well, I'm
But
pretty sure you didn't pitch the tactician. You should at least be able to lock Bach down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's the
So,
tactician.
yeah, there's the tack.
And rebel assault to get rid of Tarkin would be very good right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Rookie pilot.
I'm not sure what he's going to
One
really
of
do.
the best units ever made. The
Yeah.
rookie pilot who can't pilot anything.
So you're sending both of them at the trench. I almost think I would have put the tactician at Emperor's Promise just because
Yeah.
get an
I
extra
did-
damage on there just in case for some
Yeah.
reason.
I don't know what I would ever use it for.
Yeah, I
but
guess I mean, you already have balance, so I guess you can commit the rookie pilot just to kind of help keep it.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to be able to get balance back without committing something now.
Hmm.
Because the Shadow Guard, I think he took 2 off the Shadow Guard and it was double focused.
I think I actually caught that. I think I
Okay.
mentioned it to him here shortly, if I remember right.
There's
Pitching
aggression.
aggression. Yeah, when the rookie pilot's on the table, aggression isn't so good.
Now that seems like a good thing for you to sack with aggression here.
Yeah.
So he's got 8 technically with Tarkin. He could play an Executor.
Yeah, he could. There's a control room. Or a Sith library, I
Yeah,
think
Sith
is what that
Library.
is.
So
If I
Dial's up
remember,
at 6 now, I think. Does that sound right?
yeah, I think that's what I'm seeing there.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. I think we were counting his resources. I think I said to him, I think you've got 7. You're 1 away from playing your Executor. And he goes, no, I got 8. I got Tarkin. I go, oh, well, then I'll blow up Tarkin.
Yeah.
So I had the Rebel Assault, and I actually didn't think he. I was saving it to use it, at just the right second. I should have done
Right.
it, like you said, the turn before on Tarkin. But once I realized he had 8 resources, I got to nuke him now. Then.
Right. And then there's an expendable scout, so there's some cheap blast.
Hmm.
And Shadow Guard is you just pointed to it. I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those things where, yeah, I had forgotten about Tarkin, and at some point during the conversation, we mentioned that he wasn't committed,
Yeah,
that the guard couldn't protect him.
right.
So, and, yeah, once you figured that out and figured out that he had 8 resources, I'm like, well, I can't risk the Executor coming out right now, so I had to take him out right there.
Right, because once he plays the control room, he can't play a holocron if he has it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, because they're both limited. So I think you're in a pretty strong position here. He's only got the ISB guy. He's gonna sack it and see if he can maybe
Yeah,
pull up
I
something.
would
Look at
have.
your top card.
Well, he didn't necessarily have to play that control room, but if he'd have just played the Executor right off the bat, I wouldn't have been able to stop it because I didn't realize he had 8 resources.
Right.
Oh, I was thinking he only had 7. I forgot Tarkin was worth 1.
Yeah. So I mean, that would have been good to put in the way of you shooting at stuff, but
Hmm.
I'm not sure. You probably would have been able to lock it down if you just attacked right, because it's not elite.
Yeah, yeah,
So it looks like Mitch is probably trying to think, is there anything he can do to even stop you at this point? I mean, you're in a pretty strong position here. You have balance. The expendable scout can't take balance back. You need to play something else that has at least 2 pips to take balance back from you even.
yeah. Well, he still has 6
Yeah.
resources available. Let's see
Oh
what
yeah,
he's
I
got
know.
here.
There's a
What,
lightsaber on
what
Bach or something.
a Sith lightsaber, I
Yeah.
think, is what that was. So it gives him a 3rd gun and a tactics.
Right. So he definitely needs to be able to play
Yeah,
something to get balance back now, I would think, because
yeah, he needs to wake up Bach.
yeah. Well, he has rage since Mara is in his deck, but
Yep. Mara would be a good drop as well.
yeah, Mara wouldn't be too bad, especially if she
Yeah,
had
I
a
mean,
lightsaber.
yeah, looks like he's going in with the expendable.
Yeah,
Uh,
that to
I
me
have,
looks like he doesn't have much and it's kind of just
yeah, I had the rookie pilot is all there. I probably should have just let it go, but
maybe you had something like you had secret objective and you twisted it.
yeah, maybe that's why he was going to go down and try and do more damage to the other.
Yeah,
Oh, and there he pitched the Executor, so he could have played it if I hadn't have done
yeah,
that to Tarkin.
yeah. He
So I got
probably I think
lucked
he
out
missed that
there.
one. So he's gonna get a damage on resourceful survivors, and you're gonna.
Yeah,
I
and then
assume
he's gonna.
he made you discard with expendable scout.
Yep, because I only had 1 card, which happened to be Kyle.
Yeah,
So I lost
but
Kyle there and got
yeah, I
something
think
else.
you got it now. You'll be able to blow up the trench there. He
Oh,
had
and he's
rage,
got
but
rage.
yeah, but
Yeah,
he couldn't play rage because he didn't have balance. So
yeah. There came. Oh god, there came all his firepower.
yeah, so you looks like you beat him to the cards, like we said. It was going to be a race to see could you get the
Yeah, he
cards
was.
before he did.
Yeah, he's still fishing for a super laser. There it
There's
is.
one. He
About
finally
20
found
more
one.
cards down.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no Palpatine, no super laser, no Mara. Yeah, I think if he'd have been more aggressive with Bach that first turn, like I said, and put damage on that objective, if it could have hit it and taken Dodonna from me, I think I'd have been in big trouble.
Yeah, well, that was a pretty thematic game there. Though you're playing the trench run, he has all the super lasers,
Yeah.
so that was kind of
Right.
fun to watch that
Race
stuff.
in the trench versus the super laser.
Right,
There you
and yeah, so you were able to take out the Death Star before he could fire.
Yeah,
So,
and the nice thing too is I fired one Rebel Assault the whole game, so the
yeah,
deck still was semi decent, even not drawing them.
yep, exactly.
So,
All right, well, you got any final thoughts before we wrap this game up here?
no, I think that pretty much covers it. Do you have any? We're usually watching your games.
No, I think that was a fun game to watch, and I said I enjoyed seeing you actually blow up the trench and blow up the Death Star there with everybody, and you
Yeah.
know the cheap little Y wings did a good job, and Donna certainly did some work before he got him locked down, and you just kind of outdrew Mitch that game. Were able to get it. I mean, he didn't have resources a lot early, so that I think definitely slowed him down some too, and.
Yeah,
Uh,
if he'd ever got that super laser, or if he'd been able to get through with Bach a couple times, I could have been in big trouble there.
Yep.
So,
All right. Well, thanks to you guys again for recording these games that you did out there at Rainy Day Games in Oregon, as you said, and I appreciate you
mhm.
doing that. And thanks for joining me for commentary as always.
Anytime.